The high majority of amateur golfers do not have the correct mental approach on short par fours. And if we can get the correct mental approach, we're going to see a dramatic change in our scores. Now, I'm sure we all know the feeling of stepping up to a short par four with a driver in your hand, thinking I might be able to hit the green here, might putt it for an eagle, definitely going to get a birdie, and feeling good and ready to juice one out there and impress everyone in your playing group. However, if we're looking to better our score and play more consistent golf throughout a round and throughout a period of time, it's best to approach these short par fours in a very different way mentally. What I mean by mentally is your course management strategy, something I am very adamant about focusing on this channel. Course management is how you approach what you're doing on the golf course in terms of decision making. Especially for short par fours, it's important to understand how these are made architecturally. Most short par fours are very short, and that's the good part of it, but around the green, there's a lot of danger, which gives you some risk. So you have the reward of hitting a great shot, but if that shot does not go well, you're generally going to be put in a pretty tough situation. This is the golf course architect's way of challenging the golfer mentally, saying, hey, you can get this drive out there, but if you don't hit a great drive, you're likely going to make bogey or worse. But they can also reward good decision making by saying, hey, the fairway's very open from 200 yards, so if you don't want to mess around with that driver, lay back and you have a good shot in. Many golfers think about the eagles and birdies, but when you look at the past 10 short par fours that you played, how many of them have you eagled? How many of them have you birdied? How many of them have you bogeyed? The answer is likely much higher for the amount that you've bogeyed than all these birdies and eagles that you think about off the tee. However, think about the last time that you laid up on a 300-yard par four. Say you take out a 3-iron, maybe have a 5 hybrid, and you just lay one out there. A nice, easy swing, 200 yards. Now, if you have a wide fairway, most golfers will be able to hit it from 200 yards. I'm not asking to hit a 270-yard drive, just a long iron or hybrid, get it out there in the fairway. When was the last time you did that? For many golfers, the answer, they can't recollect. But think about this. Would you rather be in the deep rough, having to hit over a bunker from 40 yards, or be in the fairway from 100, 110 yards out, hitting to a nice green complex on a short par four? Where are you going to make the better score is the question. Almost always from the fairway. So let's deconstruct this a little bit. Now, in my mind, the first thing I think of when I get to a short par four is what number do I want to have in? Generally, right now, I'm playing right around 115 to 120 yards very well. That's a great number for me. I'm confident if you put me in the fairway, I'm likely going to hit the green or at least put a good swing on the ball and put myself in a good position to make a good score. So if I step up to a 300-yard par four, I don't even think about hitting a driver. I very rarely hit drives 300 yards. Even if it was a 280-yard par four, I can hit my drives 280 yards. I don't do it all the time. So I'm going to take that number, say that 300-yard par four, and I'm going to take 115 yards off of it, and I'm just going to hit a 185 shot out. For me, that would be a 6-iron. So I'll hit a 6-iron, I'll get it in the fairway, and then I'll likely have a very good number in, a number that I'm super confident in. In fact, I would rather have 115 yards flat lying in the fairway than be 20 yards out in the rough, having to hit over a bunker or having to hit to a tucked pin. I just prefer that number. So now I am putting myself in a better position and I'm hitting a much easier shot off the tee. So when I break it down that way, you can see how important it is to break this down mentally. It's hugely important. Now, I'm not saying don't ever go for the short par four. I'm not doing that. But step up to it and realistically evaluate what are the chances that I hit this 300 yards on the green. For many people, it's going to be not very high. However, there are some excellent drivers of the ball who do not hit good wedge and iron shots, and I get that. So go for it, because you might get it on the green, and you might make that eagle, absolutely. It's just about understanding your game and evaluating it properly. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the short par four. Do you automatically reach out to driver? Do you like laying up? Do you hit a 3-wood and get it halfway there? Talk to me about what your mentality is. I'd love to hear in the comment section below and have some discourse on this. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like rating. It helps YouTube show this video to more people who will find it helpful. And if you want to watch some more content like this that can make you more confident on the golf course, we have tons of other videos already on the channel, and you can also subscribe to the channel to see all of our future uploads. uploads. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. Play well, and take care.